So you're here because you want to butcher and exterminate raiders fast and you want to see their health bar disappear. Well, I got just the thing you need. Stick around to the end and I will show you the way to being a real Saiyan Savage. With the start of Season 5, we got a new skill, Saiyan Savagery, that increases your damage. So we're going to combine some skills to concoct an evil build. Ladies and gents, I present you the Load Blower. Alright, so let's go ahead and start cooking this evil ass build. We're gonna start with the star of the show, Saiyan Savagery. This skill gives you a 20% damage increase to all sources. That means melee attacks, ki blast, supers, vanish attacks, and active skills while you transform. So that's Kaioken Rush, rapid fire, ki blast. The downside is that it decreases your speed by 20%. Speed is very important in the game, so this is a pretty fair trade-off in my opinion. Now once we have Savagery, the rest of the build we're just gonna focus to just optimize the skill. So we're gonna start with maxing out our limit gauge so we have more instances to attack, and we're gonna do that by using Beyond Super Saiyan and Power Beyond Power, and then we add the cherry on top, resistance, to take advantage of that 50% damage reduction and the super cost reduction, which is the most important part, to really blow your load by spamming supers until we run out. I will play a quick clip so you can visually see the damage difference of Saiyan Savagery. %20 might not seem like a lot to you, but the thing is, if you're getting constant attacks, your damage skyrockets because it's adding up. Another thing to take note of is that you will be extremely slow, flying like really slow. Like, look at this shit. A survivor could even run faster than you. So whenever you can, just travel by the ground and use your jump, since it will not be affected by the decrease in flight speed. Let me show you some live footage of what we call the build, the Load Blower. I'm gonna get him.
You get it. He's about to die.
Nah, we're gonna get this fucking loser, dude. Bro! Give me one more, baby! Oh my god, I blew my load. See what I name it? Bro, destroyed. Absolutely splattered.
Bro, don't blow his load.
Bro, I literally just pressed R1, bro. All I did was spam my super. That is literally a blown load right there. So with that clip in mind, it is absolutely ridiculous to be able to throw 6 100 cost energy supers at level 2 without ultimate dragon change. Think about that. So with that in mind, you really want to be aggressive early. You want to take advantage of those 12 seconds of super cost reduction and damage resistance so that you can spam supers fast and through damage. The other aspect of this build is Power Unleashed, the only required active skill of the build, We already did a deep dive on one of my last videos about resistance, and we know of the interaction with Power Unleashed. I will link the bit in the description if you haven't watched it, but if you didn't know, resistance lasts 12 seconds, and using Power Unleashed refreshes the timer back to 12 seconds. Then when you go back to normal Dragon Change, you get 12 more seconds. So what you want to do is Dragon Change, use supers until you run out or you are half health. Then you use Power Unleashed to get an extra super. Then you go back to Dragon Change to get resistance on the remainder you have and get more supers than you normally would. So do note that the refresh will not happen if you're Dragon level 3 and you use Power Unleashed. Ideally, you want more people fighting with you so that you can stand in the back and shoot your supers with barely any pause, so that you can end up getting even 3 and even 4 extra supers per Dragon Change. You can also do this solo. It just requires planning in a stun or two, ideally after you've exhausted the Raiders' evasive. The best supers you can use with this are fast supers that can be spammed quickly. Things like Motionless, Special Beam Cannon, God Kamehameha, Masenko, and the new Black Kamehameha is great. Supers with explosions are also great, since you can have less accuracy when spamming them and still get your damage. So these supers are especially better when you are 1v1ing. So things like Finish Buster, Big Bang Attack, Blazing Attack, and Banishing Bow are the best options. Even if you don't have Dragon Change, Saiyan Savagery is really good with Power Unleashed, because even when your teammates are fighting, you can just go and sneak in a quick super with increased damage and still help tremendously in the fight. Your game plan when using the Super Transphere will be different. Your game plan will be to spam Ki Blasts from range. With Saiyan Savagery, Ki Blasts are a huge threat to the Raider. So whenever you get an opening, use a super, but honestly with the new changes to Super Transphere and Ultimate Dragon Change spending energy on supers now, you want to save your energy so you can stall and fight the Raider for longer. So you will be playing safer when being the designated Dragon Ball fighter or Super Transphere fighter. The last thing I will say is that you can replace Beyond Super Saiyan with You're All Going to Pay if you really want to see enormous damage. But well, that is the Load Blower. This build is really good. And Saiyan Savagery is truly busted when used this way with increased limit gauge and cost reduction on supers. The damage truly multiplies when you're spamming. Subscribe and like if you learned anything new today, and if you like the video. Follow me on Twitch. I stream every day, usually in the evening on weekdays and most of the day on the weekends. So let me know in the comments how you're liking this build and what skill I should review next and what build I should make next with it. So thank you all for watching, and Neon Sex out.